talking about things that I love, this is the set of two Misto, which is new this week. I launched it with David on Sunday. It's been very, very popular. It is K51214. It's a set of two Misto spraying glasses, and these are, they work like they're aerosol. They're glass, but they are so, so cool. You just use any olive oil, chili oil, sesame oil, whatever you like, any vinegar that you like, and instead of pouring them over the top, what you do is you put them in here, pump this a few times, it creates pressure, and then you just spray it, just like this. And I don't know if you can see that because this is kind of clear. It's almost the same color, but I can just spray the top of this like an aerosol, just like that old hairspray from the 80s. So instead of trying to pour this out, in fact, let me do one. I've got some chili oil that has a little red so you can see that. There you go. You can see that color on there. See how nice and light that coats that? It is just your best friend when you're doing vegetables, if you want to add flavor, if you're going to do garlic bread. And again, all you have to do is fill it and pump it. It creates air pressure, and it is powered by the air that you and I breathe. There is no aerosol in here. There's no CO2 tanks or nitrous oxide or any of that to pressurize it. In fact, let me just do this so you can see how it works. I'll start from scratch. And all you want to do is just take the top off here, and I'm just going to add some water. Now, one of the things I love is lemon juice. Lemon juice and rice vinegar, I think, is just absolutely fantastic on steamed vegetables. If you're trying to cut the sodium, you're trying to take salt away, replace it with the vinegar and a little lemon, and it's fantastic. You won't miss any of the flavor. And you just put the lid on here, make sure that that's screwed tight there, and then all you're gonna do is just pump. Now, the only thing you wanna make sure is that you leave room for air. So don't fill this all the way up. Don't fill it more than, say, maybe a little more than halfway up. And I'm just gonna pump this until it gives you pressure and I can feel that's full. And now, I don't know if you can see that, because this is water, but pressure-wise, isn't that great? Like Marie Louise was saying earlier, you can put rose water in this, spray it, and just walk through it and feel the bliss. Isn't that great? Now let's go through color choices here. I think we might have them all on .com. I've only got two styles here. They come as a set in the Tuscany. Let's see what we've got here coming up on, wait for .com to come up. We have, there they are with the lemons. That's the set of two lemons. They come as a set of two in Tuscany, as we see there, with those grapes and olives. And then we have the set of two watercolors. Now, and those are the most limited, is in the watercolor. And they are $24.98. They have 3 easy payments of $8.33 if you want to take advantage of that. They're new this week, K51214. And I'll tell you what, you are going to absolutely love them. Here's a little video that we have. You can see. So instead of the pouring olive oil, spray it. You might only use a teaspoon of it instead of globbing it on there. Your canola oil, avocado oil, if you're doing keto, chili oil, MCT oil, that comes from coconuts. Here we just have some chili oil. I'm gonna do some buffalo cauliflower in a second with that. You just pump it. It's powered by the air that you and I breathe. Now here's just a little bit of soy sauce you could do over your vegetables. Hey, there's an air fryer coming up. If you want to do your French fries, maybe some truffle oil, it's delicious. Spray your pans if you need it. You know what your ingredients are. You could do some balsamic vinegar over your caprese, and even right on your pan, if you want to do, say, a sesame oil. You want to spray your grilled cheese sandwiches if you want to use oil instead of butter. It's just a great thing. They look nice. Bring them to the dinner table. Yeah, and we're loving the Tusky right now. Now, by the way, if you are doing, say, some balsamic. Now, let me just make sure this is pumped up. Okay, that's pressurized. Here, instead of trying to just pour over the top of this, give it a little spray. You see how I can control that completely? I mean, it is so easy. You're not using a squirt thing. You're not having to move your hand and squirt at the same time. You just point it and spray it. And that's why these have been so popular. They are new this week. And I'll tell you, we sold over 4,000 already this week. If you want to do, say, I'll just use some chili oil here just so you can see it, but I love truffle oil with this. Truffle oil is expensive. So here, spray this with a little truffle oil, spray it with your chili oil if you like. This way you're only using, maybe I used a teaspoon tops there. That goes into your air fryer and it's flavored and it's absolutely delicious. But how about some buffalo cauliflower? Okay, everybody cutting carbs. If anyone's doing, like I've been trying to do, a little keto diet. Now again, let me just pump this up. I'm gonna use the same chili oil. So I'm gonna pressurize it. And all you do here, instead of pouring it over, is just spray the tops of them. You're not gonna over season it. It's not gonna get too hot. How good is that? I mean, that is just so good. I could smell that coming up. Woo, there's a lot of chili oil there. But this is the best way. Then you just bake this at, I like it at 425 degrees. You bake it for about 15 minutes, 12 minutes, however you like it, and that comes out perfect. There's your buffalo cauliflower. All right, and let's go through colors again. And our choices, if we go to .com, we can see them. They have them all up there. There you can see we have the set of lemon, the 2 lemons there. They are all glass. It's not plastic, by the way. There's the Tuscany, the set of 2 in Tuscany. Yeah, that's grapes on one, olives on the other. That's our most popular right now. It's the Tuscany. And then we have our set of watercolors. There we go. And again, because these are glass, you can see what's inside of it. So, and I just love this too. You know, one of the things is if you're making garlic bread, you either use butter or use oil. And I've always been from the school of olive oil. I love it with garlic and some herbes de Provence and bake it. Mwah, it comes out delicious. But again, you don't want to oversaturate it. You don't want to take your bottle of olive oil and try and drizzle it right, because you're going to have spots that are drenched and you're going to have spots that don't have enough. So this way, I can just spray that directly on here. And I don't know if you could see this because it is kind of the same color, but I have completely covered that entire piece of Italian bread. And all you do is, remember, fill this with a little bit of olive oil and just pump it. You'll pump it until you feel that resistance. And once you feel that resistance, then it's ready to spray. There's no chemicals. This is just pure extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to spray that as much as I like it. And then that's ready. You could just put some garlic salt if you want to go the quick way, or spread some garlic on there. And that's ready to bake. And it comes out absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, a couple more things. If you're doing your pans, if you're doing your cupcake pans, you can use your own olive oil so you know what goes inside of there. You have total control, so you'll use this all the time. Also, if you're doing cupcakes, you'll like it for those cupcake pans. And don't overdo the oil when you get it home. Your canola oil, your avocado oil, you can see what's in there. Soy sauce. Soy sauce and balsamic together is delicious, by the way. You can mix your own. So, and we're gonna show you coming up in just a few minutes, we have about 8 minutes time. We have a set of 2 cooked blue